Whoa, hello YouTube. Looks like I'm live right now, and it looks like it's using the selfie camera. That's not the camera I'm trying to use. Let's see if I can switch that. There we go. Well, that was easy enough. You'll have to excuse me. I'm having a learning curve right here, just trying to figure it out. So I don't expect anybody to actually join me right now. I would be absolutely shocked if I get any live views right now. I decided to do this because I've had a really eventful night, and right now I'm about 2 days behind on uploading my vlog. So I figured I'd just go live, say what's going on right now, and as I get everything that happened yesterday and the day before uploaded, I'll sort it out. I'll figure it out. So it's most likely you're going to be watching this later. It's 6:08 right now. Got off work at Amazon a little bit ago. Actually had the coolest night I've had here in a long time. Really glad I'm back. There was a point a couple weeks ago where I was just so burned out on working here that I was about ready to quit. And yeah, today was absolutely amazing. And I'm trying to figure, where do I even start, right? And before I get into that, actually, I kind of want to, love these speed bumps. Kind of want to start by giving y'all a bit of a teaser or spoiler of what's going on with my vlog since the last video I've posted, because I've shot quite a bit since the last one I posted. But I'm trying to learn how to edit them, just to, I don't know, make them a little bit better than just shit I'm recording and just turn it around and posting. Mostly because I shot a lot of video, not yesterday, but on Tuesday. As y'all saw in the last, well, if you saw the last video I posted, I went to the clerk of court's office to see what's going on with the big lawsuit against the city of Phoenix by the property owners and business owners down around the zone where Arizona's largest homeless encampment is. And went there on foot off my car to hopefully get the air conditioning fixed. And by the way, it's blowing nice and cold right now. So as far as I can tell, air conditioning is fixed. Hopefully it stays this way for a while. Yeah, I took off on foot, and on public, I actually took off on the light rail to, and then from there on foot to the clerk of court's office. So, total spoiler on what's coming up in those. After I left there, I thought I'd actually walk through the zone. Pretty much all the videos, with one very small notable exception on the channel Phoenix Homeless. He was obviously walking. Obviously, Adam was walking in the zone and just trying to incognito hold his phone. So he's got no narration at all. It's just jerky video of wow, look at those tents. What is going on in this video? Yeah, so I thought I'd be bold and try to actually walk through the zone and shoot some video. And I think it came out pretty good, but I made the mistake of shooting in 4K vertical video, so I'm unable to edit it on my Obamaphone. It can't handle anything higher resolution than 1080p. And trying to learn how to use iMovie on my iPhone. So trying to learn how to do that and crop it. So I carried my phone. The main reason I shot it vertically was so I could keep a good firm hold on my phone, because going into the zone, I didn't really know what might happen, if I might have some crazed homeless person decide that they were going to freak out because I was walking through there with a camera. And so I wanted to make sure I had or maybe just somebody try to bug me and steal my iPhone. That's a possibility too in that area. So I wanted to make sure I had a firm grip on my phone. So that's the main reason I decided to shoot vertically. And I thought I'd do it in 4K. That way, I figured I'd be able to go through and crop it, crop a 16:9 horizontal slice out of it. And I wanted to have as much resolution to work with as possible. Now that I'm kind of looking at it, and mind you, I've been busy working at Amazon tonight. I messed with it a little bit on my breaks, but I haven't had really much time to look at it. But I'm thinking I might actually crop that segment down to 4:3. And then I did a bit of a monologue where I actually turned the camera around on myself, and that's so close cropped that when I tried to do that, when I tried to crop that down to 16:9, basically you just saw my eyes, and it was kind of unnerving. So I don't know. I'm trying to learn how to use iMovie. I'm trying to see if I can cobble that bit together, vertical, with black pillar boxes, or however iMovie pillar boxes it, and then maybe do the bit that I shot vertical, probably in 4:3, just so you can see a little bit more. Just trying to figure out exactly where to crop it out. I haven't sorted that out. And it was so damn hot on Tuesday that with all the extra processing that my iPhone was going through, shooting video at 4K resolution instead of my usual 720p resolution, it didn't take long for the phone to overheat, which of course had me trying to figure out what to do, like where I'm like in the middle of the zone and surrounded by a lot of really sketchy people. So I ended up walking a little bit and then shooting some more video just in my usual horizontal 720p on my Obamaphone, which, by the way, is what I'm live streaming on right now. And it seems to be doing a pretty good job with it, as far as I can tell. Wow, I got somebody watching right now. Hi, how you doing? Driving home from work. So anyway, not too much more teasers of what happened with that. I got a digital copy of Phoenix's complaint in the lawsuit. According to the article I read on Phoenix New Times, it said it was a 57-page lawsuit. So I was expecting quite a pleading to read through. What I wasn't expecting was that it was that 57 pages does not include attachments. So the whole thing with exhibits and attachments is 157 pages. Yeah, when you get documents like that printed at the clerk of court, it's 50 cents a page. So that was a little cost prohibitive. They did give me the option of getting a digital copy on a CD-ROM. That ended up being a little over $30, so I went ahead and got that. Haven't had a chance to put it in a computer and look it over. I don't have a computer with a CD-ROM at home right now. So, but hoping to do that. Probably after my karaoke show tonight, early tomorrow morning. But definitely going to try to give you guys some more coverage of what's going on in that lawsuit and go a little more. Actually, I plan on going a lot more in depth on it than any of the other, quote unquote real news outlets that are giving it coverage. So far, the best article that I've seen is on Phoenix New Times. It's on Phoenix New Times. In fact, if it wasn't for the article on Phoenix New Times, I question if I would have even been able to find it when I was down at the clerk of court's office, just because all the other articles that I read were really vague as to the names of the plaintiffs. Were and of course just trying to look up a lawsuit with the only party that I know is, know the name of his city of Phoenix. Yeah, that doesn't narrow it down much. So even with me knowing the file date. But anyway, yeah, with the name that I got, which was one of the owners of the sub shop there on Jefferson Street. With that information, I was able to look up the whole case. Not really anything happening with it now. The attorney for the plaintiffs stipulated with the city of Phoenix to give them another week to get their answer into the court. So I believe their answer's due, with the extended date, the answer's due tomorrow. So that's not a big deal, although I was really looking forward to seeing, what the city of Phoenix's response was going to be to the complaint. But again, I haven't read the whole complaint. I've just read the summary of it as it's been summarized on some of the local Phoenix news stations, and of course in the article on the New Times. Anyway, that's the bulk of what I shot on Tuesday and what I did on Tuesday. That, and of course trying to get back to my car, get it back from Rob, and get to Amazon on time. So work today, as I said when I started this, work today was absolutely amazing. They finally got me retrained for driving the forklift, and that went really, really fast. It was about an hour. It was just me watching videos that I've already watched, and just trying to not be bored and stay awake, since it was just me. There was nobody else, just me and the trainer. And at one point we had like 15 minutes left, and she's like, well, now you can do the written test. We got 15 minutes for that. And I think I went through the written test in about 45 seconds. She's like, oh, you're done? I'm like, yeah, it's pretty... I really know what I'm doing. It was just a really minor incident where I bumped the safety gate. I mean, I know what the rules and stuff are. And she went through it. She's like, yeah, you got 100%, which, no surprise there. That pretty much kept me busy up until the point I got to lunch. Came back from lunch, and from there we went into the driver training area, the pit driver training area, and she had me just do some basically obstacle course type stuff, just to see how I could handle it. And I was a little nervous about that because it's been 6 weeks since I've driven a forklift, but at first, just doing a little back and forth in a straight line, and I had a couple of times I started to get off, and I tried to correct my course and turn the wheel the wrong direction. As I've explained before, the wheel on a forklift is absolutely like the steering wheel on a car, but I mean, it all came right back to me. It's kind of like the old adage, it's like, oh, well, it's like riding a bicycle. It doesn't matter how many years it's been since you rode a bicycle. You get back on it, you just remember. And that's pretty much how it was. Within, I want to say, a minute and a half of being in the pit training area, as she's telling me the stuff to do, my biggest things was trying to understand her directions, because they were, I kind of have a need for really detailed directions, otherwise a lot of times I tend to misinterpret what people are telling me. I guess I'm trying to read too much into it often, and I end up but anyway, I'm just like, well, is this what you mean? She's like, yeah, go ahead, go the other direction or whatever. And I did some circles and did some figure eights forwards, and then she had me lift up a pallet of totes and do the same stuff with the totes in tow. And then she had me stack a thing of totes on top of another thing of totes, and then unstack it. She's like, you're fine. I'm like, yeah, that's what I've been saying. So she pretty much, passed me through with flying colors and recertified me and re-enabled my ID. Sorry, just had that moment of where the hell is my ID? It's right here around my neck. Re-enabled me, gave me pit access again. The only thing that's odd and kind of unexpected is I have to wear the new operator vest for another 30 days. So that's fine. That's fine. Oh, I see somebody's trying to put a chat in. Hey, just FYI, it comes up in a font that is way too tiny for me to read, especially while I'm driving and I have to keep my eyes on the road. So, sorry. Sorry about that. Anyway, I need to get over to the ramp to the tubes. Alright, it's an asshole. He's gonna hot rod and pass on the right. Nice car. Sorry about your penis. So yeah, they just pretty awesome. Like I was just recertified a lot quicker. In fact, other people were like, "Whoa, that was quick." I'm like, "Yeah, for the most part, I was just sitting trying to stay awake through videos." I said all the testing, I just flew right through it, not a problem. I pretty much know what I'm doing. At that point, I asked her, should I go to inbound or outbound? And she's like, well, inbound is your that's your home department. You need to go there and touch base with them. And if they're cool with you going to outbound, go to outbound. I'm like, well, okay. Which is what I did. I went into inbound and talked to one of the managers there. Now I heard the head manager, like my main manager. I heard he was looking for me on my first break. One of the other lower level managers told me he was looking for me. And I said, well, if you see him, let him know I'm doing retraining for forklift. So I never did manage to find him. I went back into inbound a couple of times looking for him, but I talked to the upper manager that was on duty and told her and got a lot of high fives and congratulations on being authorized to drive a forklift again. And then she told me she had plenty of forklift drivers. I said, well, do you mind if I go over to outbound? See if they want me over there. I said, and she's like, no problem. I said, they don't need me. I'll be back and I'll just water from it for the rest of the night. She's like, yeah, no problem. So, I can't, I'm sorry, I see the comments popping up, but I just, it's in such a small font, I can't read it. I am going to roll through Costco and top off my gas tank, so I'll be able to see, when I get to Costco, I'll be able to see the comments when I'm stopped. So, anyway, so yeah, I ended up going over to. It took me a while to find one of the supervisors for outbound docks, just because outbound is so spread out. But yeah, once I caught up with one of the managers, they were pretty ecstatic to have me back, and just put me right to work on totes. So spent the hello. Watch out for the crazy drivers here. Yeah, they put me right back to work on doing totes. I did totes the rest of the night. Just had an absolute blast doing it. I can't think of the last time I had something in a vehicle that only goes 3 miles per hour. So anyway, that has me definitely looking forward to going to work a lot more than I have been lately. So glad to be back at that. that. Yeah, I guess that's pretty much it. I'll get the rest of the vlogs uploaded as I can figure out how to edit them. But I am kind of taking my time and trying to learn how to use iMovie and figure out the best way to crop and cobble the footage of wandering around downtown and through the zone, and also went through downtown St. Pete. Trying to figure out how to cobble all that together in iMovie from various different resolutions and aspect ratios. As far as yesterday, didn't really do much. I did not shoot a video on the way home from Amazon. With all the walking around I did downtown in the heat, that took a lot out of me. Put 10 hours of operating a pallet jack on top of that, and yeah, by the time I left Amazon yesterday, I was just absolutely physically beat. So didn't shoot video on the way home. I just went straight home and went to bed. As far as what happened today before going out to, I have no idea why my car is beeping. Before going out to Amazon, I had a couple orders I shipped for eBay. I still do have my eBay store. I haven't really been doing much with it, but suddenly out of the blue, I got 2 orders for CDs and an order for a Laserdisc. So good to know that's still up and functioning. So yeah, I went to the post office. Didn't get the Laserdisc packed. I was working on getting the CDs packed, and then I remembered at about 5:05 or 4:45, whatever, I remembered that the post office closes earlier now. So took off, mailed the CDs. Went to Rob's shop, went to see if we did the air conditioning, completely forgot that I wanted him to put in the new headlight. So apparently I missed him. There was one of his mechanics was there, but said Rob had left and was coming back. I'm like, yeah, I don't have time to wait for him. So went home, got ready for work, went to Amazon. That was pretty much my day. But I don't know. I'm happy. Absolutely forklift. So that. Taking the back way into Costco, by the way. Oh wow, they got the sprinklers going in Pierce Park right now. That's one thing that throws most people out of the park. I always kind of laugh. Maybe that might be one strategy they could use to get less people squatting in the park, is have the sprinklers randomly come on every 2 hours. But that would make the park too habitable for the people that want to actually enjoy the park. So, yeah, quite a few people. Wait, what?
That means rain. Details right after we get a check of traffic with Detroit Dan.
Now our top story.
Arizona vote.
Arizona's candidates for governor spoke at an Arizona...
So we got rain coming. It's good to see we finally got into this big heat wave. Nice, not too much of a line right now. Sometimes the line to this Costco is just out into the street. On the I said reconnecting, I'm live. Am I coming through now? I thought I was connected the whole time.
to take that action, the more expensive it's going to be. So $1 billion is a great start, but it is
I have
not
no
enough
idea
to
what they're
we
talking
need to
about on the
do.
news
She
right
also
now.
wants to put more funding into public education, added the current scheme, she called it, of private vouchers does not provide equal access to our kids. Live in the News Center, Jim Cross, KTAR News.
Find the latest on the November 8th midterm election at etar.com/Arizona votes.
Right now, it's Detour Dan Beach, 632. He's in the Valley Chevy Dealers Traffic Center.
Well, as the southbound 51 comes back for us,
It's actually getting cold in the car right now.
Thomas moved off right.
It's a nice
Looks like
change.
The delays for it have just about filtered out. Just a couple taps of the brake lights are left is all, but that's just about recovered. On the other hand, as it recovers, the eastbound 10 is starting to load up. Just a little tap of the brake lights approaching the 303 eastbound. Another little stretch from approaching Litchfield Road into Avondale Boulevard. It'll cost you an extra minute or two.
Okay, I'm going to hit something on the phone to see if I can see the chat that went by earlier. I don't know if that's gonna work or gonna end this. So if I end it, sorry about that. I don't know what the hell I'm doing right now. Oh, there it is. I deserve a raise from Bezos. Yeah, everybody that works for Amazon deserves a raise from Bezos for sure. The rumor is that we're getting cost of living raises in October, but I'm constantly hearing from other people that like I'm hearing like secondhand through the grapevine that other people that were there working have got other jobs and